This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 3rd of October. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather mostly dry today. And tomorrow there might be a few scattered showers around, probably not many. And a cool change next week. And we're still watching the tropics. So let's begin with the upper air look this afternoon. And again, we've got a ridge in place across the southern states. We got the main jet stream, mid-latitude westerly winds north up near the Canadian border. Visible satellite view, got a field of cumulus clouds across the state. Those are fair weather cumulus clouds. And accordingly, we just don't see anything on radar across Alabama. Got a couple of showers over the Florida Panhandle, most of the showers offshore. Temperatures are very warm for the 3rd of October. The average high for this date is 81. Most spots well above that. We've got mid-80s in most locations. Montgomery, 89. Dothan, 88. Birmingham, 86. We're going to stay in the 80s for a while, but next week will be different. We'll check the watch warning map around the nation. Pretty quiet. But hey, I see some freeze warnings in effect. Those counties in dark blue for parts of North Dakota, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. That's a sign of the times. No severe weather expected through tonight. No severe weather tomorrow. There might be a rumble of thunder somewhere, but mostly just scattered showers. And on day 3, which is Saturday once again, no severe storms expected across the country. Here's the rain for the next 7 days, and just not a lot here. In Alabama, for the northern half of the state, many spots with no meaningful rain for the next 7 days. And again, maybe a few scattered showers over the southern half tomorrow, maybe Saturday. But again, the pattern sure looks dry, which is very typical for the month of October here. All right, tropical fans, here we go. This is the tropical outlook, the 2-day outlook coming from the Hurricane Center. We have 2 named systems on the board, Hurricane Kirk, Tropical Storm Leslie. Kirk is out there in the middle of the Atlantic, and thankfully it stays in the middle of nowhere because this is a big hurricane. Top winds, 125 miles an hour. This is a major Category 3, but it becomes post-tropical by Tuesday morning of next week in the colder waters of the North Atlantic, so no threat to land. Leslie will likely do the exact same thing. Becomes a hurricane by the weekend, but it gains latitude, turns north, northeast, out to sea. So the only other area of interest is this little tropical low that's in the Gulf of Mexico, and the Hurricane Center with a 30% chance of this becoming a depression or storm over the next 7 days. Then notice the color of the blob changing there from orange to yellow, meaning a low chance of development. Here's the probabilistic outlook from the 12Z European ensemble set. And you can see the probabilities are very low across the Florida Peninsula of development, really 10 to 20%. And that's it. And again, it sure looks like a broad tropical low will likely come across the peninsula with mainly just some rain. And we'll take a look at the individual members of the European ensemble. And the ones that identify a low all keep it far south of where we are, across the Florida Peninsula. So this seems to be just a disorganized rainmaker for cities like Tampa Bay, Daytona, St. Pete, Fort Myers, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. And again, for Alabama, all of this is far south of there. So model fans, here we go, the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon. At 4 o'clock, again, a little weakness, a little trough coming through here, and that could kick up a few widely scattered showers, but probably not many. Let's go to the high-resolution modeling here. This is the high-res HER, valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. And there's just not much out there. So I think for the high school football games, most stadiums should be fine. The sky mostly fair tomorrow night with temperatures in the 70s. And again, just a very tiny chance of a shower during the first quarter of those games. High tomorrow should be in the low 80s in most spots with a mix of sun and clouds. Saturday looks warm and dry for most of the state, and the same thing on Sunday. And understand there could be a few isolated showers near the coast. No washout, probably not that many. Partly to mostly sunny elsewhere, with highs up in the middle 80s, much like today. It's going to be a warm weekend. So Monday, a dry front will be coming through Monday evening. No showers with that. And then on Tuesday, we'll have a cooler air mass in place. Highs dropping in the 70s for the northern third of the state. We start the day down in the 50s. And we note that weak 1,000 millibar low. This in the Gulf, well to the south of Panama City Beach. And on Wednesday, we're cool and dry. Lows in the 50s, highs mostly in the 70s. And a week from today, Thursday, the 10th of October, northwest flow aloft, and once again, a dry continental air mass in place. Very nice. So once we get past Monday, the weather will be noticeably cooler. Let's keep going. 10 days out, Sunday, October 13th. Flow is zonal. Once again, dry air in place. It's just not going to rain much here. This is the rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. The mean is under 1/2 inch between now and the 18th of October. Temperatures coming off the NBM National Blend of Models. We've got 81 tomorrow, mid-80s for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then highs you can see going back in the 70s next week and lows in the 50s. That will feel much more like fall. And hot off the presses, got the brand new 8 to 14-day guidance. This is for October 11th through October 17th. Temperatures here very close to average for this time of the year. And what are we going to do? We got to roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. Oh, yeah. Down in South Butler County, South Alabama, the McKenzie Tigers, 3rd graders, 4th graders in the room. Had a great time today, and they love to learn science. So we talked about storm spotting, talked about convection, thunderstorms, tornadoes, even talked about some winter storms, how we forecast the weather. Love coming to McKenzie. That's a great school with great teachers. So again, to all of those amazing students, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You know, you guys are looking good. Tomorrow going to be on the other end of the state up in Decatur and Morgan County for a homeschool program. Saturday going to be in Demopolis on the banks of the mighty Tom Bigby for the Miss Christmas on the River pageant Saturday evening. No book signing this Saturday. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. And, by the way, tomorrow evening I'll be at Helena High School for our Friday Night Rivals game of the week. Benjamin Russell at Helena. I'll be live on ABC 3340 at 4, 5, and 6. Blitz Game Day on Channel 68 at 6:30. The game is on Channel 68 at 7 o'clock. But, again, tonight, Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.